ever wondered where your hard-earned cash disappears, how to avoid sneaky debt traps, or how to actually make your money grow, this series on teen finance is for you. Over the next 4 episodes, we're going to break everything down that you need to know about money as a teen. From understanding your payslip and knowing your rights at work to staying smart with credit. And finally, learning how to budget, set goals, start investing, and how to harness the power of compounding interest to get rich. Think of this as your ultimate teen money toolkit. Real tips, practical examples, and no boring finance jargon. By the end of the series, you'll be in control of your cash and not the other way round. Hi, I'm Emma Sutherland, clinical naturopath, author, mum, and your host. With over 20 years in clinical practice, I've helped thousands of women and their families transform their health using evidence-based integrative strategies. As a naturopath, I see firsthand how financial stress can take a real toll on our physical and our emotional well-being. That's why in this special 4-part series on financial literacy for teens, I am sharing all the information I wish I knew as a teenager. Imagine having your financial literacy nailed as a teenager. Life would be very different as an adult. Teens, if you want to improve your financial health, make sure you watch all the way to the end. Have you ever looked at your payslip and wondered where half your money went? Let's break down pay, tax, and super so you can actually understand your wage. First up, payslips. They can look super confusing, but once you know what to look for, it's actually pretty simple. Let's say you earn $20 an hour and you work 10 hours over a weekend. Your gross pay is $200. That's the total before anything is taken out. Next is tax. In Australia, the tax-free threshold is $23,230 per year, which is roughly $447 per week. If you earn less than this amount, then you don't pay any tax. If you earn above this amount, though, you will automatically start paying tax of at least 19% of your gross pay. The government will automatically deduct this from your pay. Then there's superannuation, which is when your employer pays an extra 11.5% of your pay into an account that you can't access until you reach retirement age in your 60s. The law in Australia states that your employer doesn't have to pay your superannuation until you work at least 30 hours a week. If you work less than 30 hours a week, you're not eligible to receive this payment. Finally, your net pay is what actually hits your bank account, which in this example is actually $200 because you're not earning enough to be paying tax yet. That's the amount of money that you have to spend. Pro tip here, always check your payslip to ensure your hours, pay rate, and super are correct because mistakes can happen. Next, let's talk about your rights as a worker. The Fair Work website is your go-to resource for minimum wage, overtime, leave, and casual worker protections. I will put the link in the show notes below. Let's take an example. If you work 5 hours on a public holiday, you could be entitled to double your normal hourly rate. That's no extra luck, it's the law. Or if your boss tries to pay you below the minimum wage, the Fair Work site can help you check what you're owed, and you can even submit a complaint if needed. Make sure you bookmark this website. You never know when you'll need to check your rights. It's your money after all. Now let's make a little more sense of super, tax, and also HECS, which is the debt you may owe for going to university. First of all, tax. On your $200 pay, nothing goes to tax yet. But remember, once you earn over $23,230 a year, you will start paying tax, at least 19% of your gross pay. Then superannuation. This is a compulsory contribution towards your retirement, to the life you want to have once you finish working. By starting to add to your super when you're young, this will really pay off. Don't forget how that $22 payment easily could turn into $10,000 by the time you reach your retirement age. Next up is HEX. If you're thinking about going to university later, HEX is a future tax debt. It's the price you pay for your university education, and basically it's a loan from the government. You don't pay it when you're at uni, but once you earn over $50,000 a year, a portion of your pay automatically goes to repay that debt. Even if it seems unimportant, understanding this stuff now will save you from some very nasty surprises later. Here's your challenge for this episode. Grab your latest payslip, circle the gross pay, net pay, tax, and super. Compare it with a friend and see what surprises you. Next episode, we'll tackle credit, loans, and smart spending, because knowing how to manage your money now means you'll be smarter and have more money later. Thanks so much for being with me today. Don't forget to like the video and hit the subscribe button below. Check out the links in the show notes for more finance empowering information. And don't forget, you're welcome to ask me any questions in the comments below.